Business is not for everybody. If you must go into business, you must bear these two things in mind. The business must solve a problem and you must make profit. Welcome to another amazing episode of our book review. Thank you for joining us. If this is your very first time on this channel, thank you for stumbling upon us. Kindly click the like and the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to get notified, or you'll be among the first to get notified when we post things here. And to our amazing returning viewers, we love you. Thank you for joining in on today's episode. Today we shall be reviewing a book on business. I think this is the first of its kind on this channel. Yeah, I have been working so hard to bring this review to us. The book is titled The Emyth Revisited and is subtitled Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. So this book is basically for entrepreneurs and business people who are in business. It is written by Micheal Gerber. I first read this book in 2021 and I was stunned. Was it 2021? 2020. Yeah, I think 2020. I was truly stunned. Like, I learned so much. I actually used to have a business that failed. So when I was reading this book, I saw a lot of things that I did so wrong, that resulted in the failure of my business. So if you're a business person, you are an intending business person, this book review or this video is actually for you. Most employees envy their bosses and their successes without knowing that business is so much more, or business is much more than the technical skill or talent. So people wake up one morning and simply because they feel underpaid, overworked, or dissatisfied, and they be like, okay, I am a good baker, I think it's time to own my own bakery, or I'm a good engineer, it's time to own my own construction company. No, business is much more than that. In this book, the author told us that for everybody who decides to go into business, there are three personalities in the one person who decides to go into business. So there's the entrepreneur, there is the manager, and there is the technician. The entrepreneur guy is the innovator, the one who has the idea, who has the invention. Okay, I think we can have this business, I think this kind of business can work. And then the manager guy is the one who manages the things, the operations, how the things should go. He maintains orderliness. And then the technician guy is the skill guy, the person who gets to do the actual job, who brings the innovator's idea to reality. That's who the technician guy is. And then the author said that if these three personalities found in the one person, that is the entrepreneur, is not managed properly, it could cause chaos. It could lead to a very disastrous end for the business. So every entrepreneur has to manage these three personalities that they have properly, else the business may not survive. He also told us that in business growth there are three phases: the infancy, the adolescence, and the maturity phase. So in the infancy stage, in this stage or phase, the entrepreneur and the business are one and the same person. The business cannot run in the absence of the entrepreneur, and this is such a wrong way to run a business. Any business in its infancy stage will not survive the life, will not survive beyond the lifetime of the entrepreneur. So every business person who actually wants to own a big company should look at detaching the business from themselves. I mean, if you left a job to own a business, you still own a job. If your business and you are one and the same thing, you and the business should exist together, but independent of each other. Whereas in the adolescent stage, this is a stage where the entrepreneur realizes that, okay, I am my business, we need help. So you go out for, business coaching and all of that stuff. And then you go out for funding too if you need to expand. This is what you find in the adolescent stage, where you draft a lot of um, plans, and where you design the blueprint for your business. This is the step you take towards detaching your business from yourself. And I mean, this is what this book is really about: taking your business from infancy through the adolescence to the maturity phase. Of course, a mature company or a mature business is one established on a broader perspective. It is a business that can run not because of you, but without you. So, in your absence, your mature business can still work. That is why we have transgenerational companies and organizations whose, a patriarch or matriarch has long died but has outlived them. These companies are, proper, mature companies. And this is where this book is trying to get all of our small businesses, if we would, stick to this video, with this video to the end. Every day in your business should be devoted to business development, and not the layman's way of doing daily business. And one might ask, what is business development? I like the way that Oxford Dictionary put it. It says, business development is the activity of pursuing strategic opportunities for a particular business or organization, with emphasis on strategic opportunities. These opportunities are supposed to be opportunities that will help your company grow. The author told us, and I strongly believe, that business development is a continuous process. I mean, just like we've always talked about self-development, you don't stop, on your self-development journey. It's the same with business. You don't stop trying and making effort to develop your business. I'd like to read to us from the book here. It says, building the prototype of your business is a continuous process, a business development process. Its foundation is 3 distinct yet thoroughly integrated activities through which your business can pursue its natural evolution. They are innovation, quantification, and orchestration. Let's quickly talk about these 3 things. So, innovation is the creativity of a new way of doing things in your business, whether it's a promo idea, whatever, maybe you want to give your business a new face and all of that. That is what innovation is about. Then quantification is the art of measuring the numbers or the impact of the innovation on your business. This means that it is important for innovation to be measured or measurable, because you cannot say, okay, we decided to run promos or do a raffle draw on the business every weekend or every month, and it is not measurable, or the numbers are not being impacted. Any innovation that does not impact positively your business should be trashed, should be, jettisoned. So try as much as possible to ensure that every innovation you bring, you're trying to, work on or bring into your business, is measurable and is measured. Then we talk about orchestration. Orchestration is the art of, after you have innovated and measured, that is the quantification, and you see that, okay, this thing actually worked for our business. Orchestration is now the act of adding this innovation to your mode of operation. You get, so that everybody sees and understands what they are supposed to do, so that nobody, nothing is left to ambiguity. It's so once you've innovated and quantified and orchestrated, you are supposed to keep doing it. Every time you bring up innovations, you quantify it and then you orchestrate it. So long as the innovation works for your business, you should incorporate it into your mode of operation. And you should always innovate to keep your business new and fresh in the minds of your customers. Every business needs a business development program. And the content of your business development program is composed of 7 things. First, your primary aim, your strategic objective, your organizational strategy, your management strategy, your people strategy, your marketing strategy, and your systems strategy. The content of this, you know, stuff we've listed here is dependent on the nature of your business. There's no business you are doing that somebody has not done something like or similar, to it. So if you need help, getting a business development program for your kind of business, you could just, do a few research and you'll find something that, suits your kind of business. The author advised us to create a franchisable business. This is where the bigger money is. Imagine you owning a business and people just come to buy a license from you to set up similar branches like yours all over your country or all over the world. That is big bucks you are making. So if from the beginning, like from the scratch of your business, you decide that, you know what, I am going to design a business whose franchise license is sellable, man, you are on your way to making cool money. Because these people will pay heavily to own branches like you. Branches you don't have to set, like yours, branches you don't have to pay to set up. Branches that you don't have to even give any, you just need to give them, all the things that would make them look like you, your mode of operation, if it's an eatery, your recipes and all of those stuff. That's just it, and you are cashing out from selling this franchise. You get to you have to from the get-go think, okay, can I sell my business license? If this is what you want to do, you have to already start working on it from day one, whether you're into hotel and hospitality, or you're into the food sector, whatever business. Your business can be franchised if it is properly organized and properly run. People would want to buy licenses to set up branches like yours. I know that most of us have seen many eateries littered all over the place with the same name, but most of these eateries are not really owned by one person. People just buy franchise to set up similar branches around where they are, if they like the business and they like the way the business is being run. So that's the idea behind all of these many branches. Even supermarkets, people also buy franchise from supermarkets to be able to set up in their own locality. So you see, there's a lot of profit to be made when you build a business that you can sell. Documentation. This is a big part of business. From the very beginning, from the day one, from the get-go, from the start, you have to document every relevant, irrelevant, big, small, major, minor thing about your business. Documentation is important because at some point in your business, you would want to make reference. If you do not have anything documented, what do you make reference to? So please, entrepreneurs, business people who are looking to grow from infancy all the way through to maturity, you have to take documentation very seriously. Document your assets, document your numbers, document sales, document your liabilities, everything. Document even your staff, their payments, their whatever, everything. I don't even know what else to mention, but everything about your business should be documented. I met somebody he's actually not exactly learned, and then he made a supply to someone, and then we're talking, and he said, "Oh, I made a supply to someone, and I've forgotten, the quantity of what I supplied." And I'm like, "You don't have a book where you write?" He said, "No, he works with his head." I said, "You're not yet in trouble. This thing that you do, that you say is the way you run your business, will soon get you into trouble, because how much can you hold here? But if you document your clients, your customers, your vendors, everything, you don't have to put so much burden on your head, so that you can have space to think new things." So documentation is important. The way you present your business to your customers is the exact same way that they will receive it. I was shocked to discover that even your theme colors have a psychological effect on your customers. So it was in this book that I learned that there was something called the science of colors, or something like that. So you have to be careful the colors you choose for your business. I had to start reading up at the time when I read this book, initially in 2020, and I discovered that restaurants don't choose just any kind of color, as their theme colors. And some other kind of businesses, you have to pay attention to the color that suits the nature of your business, before making, a final choice. So if colors are important, you should know that every tiny detail about your business is important. There are many things to consider before setting up a business. You should do proper research and study before you embark on any business, so that you don't waste time and precious money, because it won't be funny if you lose money at the end of the day. So do proper research before you venture into any kind of business. I'm about to talk, about a very important part of business that most people, that gives most people a lot of trouble, and this is hiring. You versus your employees. Entrepreneurs are advised to start small and grow and understand their business, so that when they begin to hire people, they understand already how their business works, and would be able to teach their people, and can also understand or detect when the people that they hire are not doing the right thing. So it is advisable to start, use friends, use families for the job, until you know that you can no longer use this unpaid labor most times, and then you can now start hiring people. You hire one after the other to fill all of the positions you're trying to leave, because of course you are trying to build a business or a system that works without you. But you first have to understand the system before you start replacing yourself with the people that you hire. So while you're working on the business, while you are trying to grow the business, while you are doubling as the cashier, the front desk person, the sales rep, the manager, and everything, it is important that you document. We just talked about documentation. That you document roles and responsibilities, because you know that, okay, as a cashier, these are the things I've been doing for my business. As a sales rep, these are the things I've been doing. As a manager, these are the things I've been doing. As a cleaner, these are the things I've been doing. Document all of those roles and responsibilities, because this will make up your position contract when you are ready to hire. You would have written everything, in clear terms, so that everybody understands what is expected of them by the time you begin to hire them. This is why documenting, those roles and responsibilities while you are still small is important. Please do not hire people and totally abdicate your responsibility to them. Delegation is better than abdication, because when you delegate, you should supervise what you have delegated to them. A lot of entrepreneurs have suffered by, giving jobs or roles out, and then they don't go back to check, okay, what's my accountant doing, what's my manager doing, what's my sales rep doing? Nothing. They just sit and expect profit at the end of the day. You as an entrepreneur has to supervise your business because it is your money. Your employers may not, most of the times, value your business the way you would. That's your life's work. They expect their paycheck at the end of the month. For you, nobody is going to pay you from any other business but this. They can leave any day. So you have to ensure that you have your eyes on your business. This is not micromanaging. You understand? This is just you, getting involved with what is happening in your business. And this doesn't mean you have trust issues. It doesn't mean that at all. You're just an entrepreneur who wants to make profit. Your employees can mess you up. Trust me, I'm telling you from experience. Remember, I said in the beginning of this video that I got to discover so many things I did wrong, that this book exposed to me. Your employees can mess you up if you are not, supervising, if you don't know what's going on in your business. Steve Harvey told a story. When I saw this video, I was shocked to my marrows. I watched the video clip. Steve Harvey told a story about how he ran into tax debt of 22 million US dollars. Now here's the story. He had an accountant, and this happened like way back, I think he said in 2005 or so. He had an accountant, and the accountant had access to his bank account. So he signs off checks for his monthly, whatever, how they pay it, periodic taxes. And then he says that the equivalent of the check he signs for taxes is taken out of his account. But here is what he never did. He never followed up to ensure or set a system in place to ensure that this accountant guy was paying these taxes, and remitting back the receipts. And this went on for 7 years. And guess what? The accountant died. This was when papers were found in his office of backlogs of payment that Steve Harvey has been remitting, because these deductions were being made from his account. He just wasn't following up to ensure that, or set a system in place to make sure that this money, was being remitted to the government. This guy died, and he had the penalties and all of the backlogs, summed up to 22 million. And he was at the risk of going to prison. So this is a major lesson for everybody who's an entrepreneur. Do not give everything out to people to do, and you are not supervising them to ensure that, okay, I have given this task out, but are they doing it? Am I getting the deliverables I'm supposed to get from my staff? You must not be the one to follow up on, everybody, but setting a system in place enables you to, to see that things are being done. You get? Let everybody have an accountability. Let everybody be accountable. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Set up an accountability system for your business where everybody, is accountable for their job roles. Everybody has to give reports, show receipts, documentation, everything, so you don't run into losses, so you don't run into trouble. Do not leave everything to your employees. So I was supposed to talk about this in the video, but somehow I forgot. But I felt it should be in the video because it is important. And it's about how you treat your employee. So as an employer, one of your business's top culture should be to, properly care for and reward your staff. This is because it has a direct impact on the success of your business. And most of the time, your employees are the only people who make direct contact with your customers. And if they are not happy, they cannot treat your customers well. Over time, this will reduce patronage and may even lead to, a disastrous end of the business if this is not tackled in time. So the onus is on us as entrepreneurs or business owners to create a reward and compensation system for our employees, whether it's monthly reward, quarterly rewards, or biannually or annual rewards. It is important to keep the morale of your staff and employees, at high level, because it will definitely affect, the numbers in your business. People would naturally, react warmly towards anything or anyone who has their welfare in mind. So bottom line is, treat your staff well, treat all your employees well. As I bring this review today to a close, please do not forget that the whole idea of this study is to help you build a brand or a business that can work or exist without you. You need time to go on vacation. You need to rest. You need time to build other businesses. So this is to encourage you to get to work on your business and not in your business. Read a lot about business development and how you can develop your business, how you can seek strategic opportunities, that can help your small business to grow. Your business also has to be very organized. It will tell the world that you and your staff know what you are doing. And lastly, stay innovative, stay innovative, stay innovative. Thank you so much for watching our first book on business. I hope that, we did justice to this book, and I believe that you have learned a lot. Please kindly get to work on your business. I know that nobody goes into business with the hopes of, making a loss. You will be helped if you put to practice all that we've talked about. Refer to your blueprint always, and your business will definitely grow by the help of God. Have an amazing day and see you next time.